guys, I want to do a very quick video about feeding raw whilst you're on holiday. Now, if you're staying in this country, this is what this video is predominantly about. Carrying raw across the border isn't necessarily a good idea, and we have had customers who've been stopped before now. But if you're going away in a caravan or something like that, then you might want to take the raw with you, or you might want to change. Now, if you're going away and your dog's standing in the kennels, 99%, I believe, the majority of kennels I know of at least, will take raw in. And if you can't get it all in one go, let's say you've got like 10 Great Danes or something like that, we deliver to kennels as well. So you can get it over it that way, so that's not too much a concern. But if you're going away for an extended period of time and you have to move away from raw, that's what we want to talk about. Now, you can come in here, if you haven't got a freezer box, and most people have got caravans and stuff, probably got a freezer box, we can give you a freezer box, no problem at all. Now that will keep, unless you leave it in a baking hot car, that's going to keep your raw frozen for about 24 hours. So if you're going away for like a long weekend or something like that, bearing in mind once it's defrosted, you've got 3 days in the fridge, something like that will be absolutely fine. So you can get over it that way. And I'm a prime believer that actually if you don't want to change or you don't have to change, then probably stay exactly what they're on and just take it away with you. So normally we can get, let's say 3, 4, maybe even 5 days of being away, still on raw, in a freezer box, or especially one of those fancy cool boxes that you can plug into the cigarette lighter or all that really works. If you're going away for longer, you might want to change. Now there's lots of ways of doing it. Now we look at feeding maybe like the higher meat content biscuits, you can feed wet. But I just want to show you a few examples of it. Obviously you can come in or give us a bell and we can talk over specifically for your dog or what you want to do, but these are just a few. My top choice would be to feed freeze-dried. These are the Origin freeze-dried. It's not going to be the cheapest way of doing it, but it's a very, very good product. And that's going to be the closest you've got to raw really. So if you're going away, and you need to feed, maybe you're going to take a little bit of raw with you and then move on to something like this. That will be the way I would go. If you're going to do that, probably test it out before you go. I don't really want to ruin anyone's holiday by your dog not getting on with it. Maybe gets a bit of diarrhea on the changeover or something like that. So always worth trying any of these before you go away. So that's the freeze-dried. There's loads of freeze-dried out there. That's just the one we do. Then you've got half measure. The True Instinct. Now that's a standard kibble. When I say standard, it's a very good quality kibble. It's an 80% meat kibble, and it's also got freeze-dried meat in there as well. And that's another option. So that's halfway between a full freeze-dried and a kibble. So kibble would mean just like a biscuit. And the other option is a normal kibble. This one's 85% meat. Ironically, might be higher meat than some of the raw you're feeding. A lot of raw is 80% meat. So 85% meat, the rest is fruit and vegetables in there. And that's an option as well. We have a lot of people, especially people who compete. Emma, who we sponsor, who does the dog agility, she always moves over into a dry food, or most of the time moves on to a dry food. Loads of people compete or go away on caravan trips, swap over to a dry food. That's slightly easier than swapping over to a wet if you're carrying loads and loads of bulky wet food. So yeah, pop in and we can talk over the options.